Om Shanti Shiv Baba Morning Murli June 5, 2026. Sweet children, you can walk along with the Father only when you develop unlimited disinterest, detachment, from this old world. Question. Why do obstacles arise in the sacrificial fire yajna, created by God, even though God is Almighty? Answer. Because Raven is very powerful and fierce. When his kingdom is being taken away, he is bound to create obstacles. According to the eternal drama, obstacles have always come in this yajna from the very beginning, and will continue to come. We are being transferred from the impure world to the pure world. Therefore, impure human beings will certainly create obstacles. Song. O traveler from the distant land. O Dor Musafir. Om Shanti. The sweet spiritual children heard the lines of the song. Just as the Vedas and scriptures indicate a path in the path of devotion, songs also provide some indication of the way. However, people do not truly understand their meaning. Listening to scriptural stories is like enjoying a pleasant tale. Now the children know who the traveler from the distant land is. The soul knows. We too are travelers from a distant land. Our home is the land of peace, Shantidam. If human beings do not understand these matters, it is as though they understand nothing at all. Because people do not know the Father, they do not know the cycle of creation either. The soul understands that Shiv Baba says, I become a temporary living soul. You are permanently living souls. I become a temporary embodied soul only at the confluence age. Even then I do not become like you. I enter this body only to give my introduction. Otherwise, how would you receive my introduction? The Father has explained that there is only one spiritual Father, called Shiv Baba or God. No one else is recognized as such. There is also a bond of purity in this knowledge. The greatest bond is to consider oneself a soul and remember the purifier, the traveler from the distant land, whom devotees remember throughout the path of devotion. That spiritual Father explains, I will take everyone back with me. I will not leave anyone behind. Everyone must return home. There is no total destruction, pralaya. The land of Bharat always remains. Bharat is never destroyed. In the golden age only Bharat exists. When the Father comes at the confluence age of the cycle, he establishes the original eternal deity religion. All other religions are destined to disappear. You children are also helping in the establishment of the original eternal deity religion. The song says, Father, take us with you. The Father says, no one can accompany me unless they develop detachment from this old world. When a new house is built, attachment to the old one naturally ends. In the same way, you know that this old world is going to end and that you must now move to the new world. Until you become completely pure Satapradan, you cannot become deities of the pure world. Therefore, Baba repeatedly explains, consider yourself a soul and continue remembering the Father. The one who grants liberation and salvation is the only traveler from the distant land, yet the world does not know him. People have declared him to be omnipresent. Now, according to your efforts, you children understand that you are the children of Shiv Baba. Whenever you come here, you understand that you are coming to Baptida. Thus, this becomes a divine family. It is God's family. Just as someone with many children has a large army, Shiv Baba's children, the many BK brothers and sisters, also form a large spiritual family. All Brahma Kumars and Kumaris know that they are receiving their inheritance from the unlimited Father. The scriptures depict the Pandavas and Kauravas playing a game in which they wagered a kingdom. In reality, neither the Kauravas nor the Pandavas possess a kingdom today. There are no crowns or royal possessions. Stories are told that they were exiled and hid their weapons. These are merely legends. There was no kingdom of the Pandavas or Kauravas, nor was there a battle between them. Wars are fought between kings, but they were brothers. The battles that occurred were between different kingdoms and peoples, not between brothers destroying one another. Scriptures say that only 5 Pandavas and 1 dog survived, and eventually they all died in the mountains. Thus the story ended. The true meaning of Raja Yoga was never understood. Now you children know that the Father comes every cycle to establish one religion. People call out, O purifier Father, come and make us pure from impure. In the Golden Age there is only the Sun Dynasty kingdom. Through Brahma, the city of Vishnu, the Golden Age world, is being established. Since the Father has now come, we must follow his directions. We must remain pure like a lotus flower. Virgins are not told to remain detached while living in household life because they are already pure. This teaching is for householders. Young men and women should ideally remain unmarried. Otherwise they become entangled in household life. Sometimes, under unavoidable circumstances, a Gandharv marriage is arranged. Although one should learn to tolerate difficulties, one should not abandon the ideal of purity. The name of a lifelong celibate is highly respected. Marriage makes one only a half-partner. Kumars are told to remain pure, while householders are advised to live in the world like a lotus flower, untouched by its impurities. Unmarried girls should continue studying and become strong in spiritual knowledge. Young girls can study while living at home. If their parents also come into knowledge, they may join fully. This place is simultaneously a school, a home, and a spiritual gathering. Sat means the one true Father. He is the traveler from the distant land. Souls become fair and beautiful through purity. The Father says, I, the traveler, am always pure. I come and make all souls pure and beautiful. There is no other traveler like me. The Father explains, I have come into Raven's kingdom. Even this body I use is not mine. You souls say, this is my body, but I say, this body is not mine, it belongs to this one. This impure body is not mine. I enter it at the end of his many births. The one who was number one and completely pure becomes number one in impurity at the end. Once he was perfect with all 16 celestial degrees. Now none remain. Everyone is impure. Thus, the Father truly is the traveler from the distant land. You souls are also travelers who come here to play your parts. No one understands the cycle of creation. No matter how many scriptures people have studied, they cannot give this knowledge. The Father says, I enter this body and impart knowledge to souls. Human beings merely teach scriptures to one another. They are devotees. The bestower of salvation is only one, the ocean of knowledge. Because people do not know him, they become body conscious. No one teaches them to consider themselves souls. It is the soul that studies, but because of body consciousness, this truth is forgotten. The distant traveler is Shiv Baba alone. You now know that you have completed the cycle of 84 births. The Father says, 5,000 years ago I explained the same things. Children, you do not know your births, but I know them. The essence of the Gita remains. The same episode of the Gita, the same Mahabharata war, and the same knowledge of Manmanabhav and Madhyajabhav continue. Remember me alone. The battle has indeed taken place, and the Pandavas achieved victory. The garland of victory is sung in praise of Vishnu. Yet scriptures say that the Pandavas perished in the mountains. So, how was the garland formed? Now you understand that you have come here to become beads of Vishnu's garland. Above all is the purifier Father, and there must be a memorial of him. On the path of devotion, various rosaries are remembered, of 8,108 and 16,108 beads. People sing, through your will, everyone experiences ascending fortune and benefit. You now know that your fortune is ascending. You will return to your land of happiness and then gradually descend through the cycle of 84 births. This entire knowledge is in your intellect. This knowledge should never be forgotten. The Father has come to remove all sorrow, end the curse of Raven, and grant the inheritance of happiness. Therefore, remember the Father and the inheritance. You know that you, the Sun Dynasty souls, once ruled Bharat. Shiv Baba comes only to Bharat. Bharat was heaven. Keep this awareness in your intellect repeatedly. Those who have not completed the cycle of 84 births will neither imbibe this knowledge nor inspire others to do so. Such souls come later and do not enter heaven at the beginning. It is better to go first. When a new house is built, the owner lives in it first before renting it out. Then it becomes second hand. The Golden Age is the completely new world. The Silver Age may be called second hand in comparison. Therefore, keep the aim of entering the new world. Continue making spiritual effort. You will gradually recognize who can become beads of the rosary. Instead of discouraging anyone, it is better to tell everyone to make effort and examine themselves. Does my intellect wander? How much love do I have for Shiv Baba? How strong is my remembrance? People say they are going to Bapdada. Through Dada Brahma, they receive their inheritance from Shiv Baba. One should visit such a father repeatedly. Yet household responsibilities must also be maintained. Some people are wealthy but lack the time or complete faith. Otherwise, they could come every month or two to refresh themselves spiritually. The more their intellect becomes free from rust, the more they will be attracted like a needle drawn by a magnet. The Father says, O souls, become Manmanabhav. Remain in remembrance of me while continuing your household responsibilities. It does not mean running away and sitting here permanently. Clouds come to the ocean, become filled, and then return to serve. Likewise, children come, refresh themselves, and then return to service. The Father explains that many kinds of obstacles arise in this sacrificial fire of knowledge. People ask, if God is almighty, why do obstacles occur? They do not know that Raven is fiercely opposed to losing his kingdom. Therefore, obstacles arise according to the drama. Since the beginning, impure souls have created obstacles. Scriptures contain many inaccurate stories, such as Krishna having 16,108 queens or a serpent biting him, or Sita being abducted by Raven. How could Raven exist in heaven? There is much falsehood. People ask how children could be born without vice. Only those destined to receive the inheritance will understand these matters. Thus, demons create obstacles in this yagya of knowledge. Impure souls are called demons because they belong to Raven's community. You are now at the confluence age. You have separated yourselves from Raven's kingdom, though some traces still remain. Intellectually, you know that you are preparing to leave. Physically, you are still here, but mentally you have become detached. This impure world is destined to become a vast graveyard. Ultimately, there is only one essential teaching. Manmanabhav, remember me alone. Many write letters saying, Baba, we are bound by circumstances. There is not just one Drupadi, there are thousands. You are now being transferred from the impure world to the pure world. Those who became flowers in the previous cycle will emerge again. The garden of Allah is being established. Some flowers are so beautiful that merely seeing them brings comfort. Their fragrance spreads everywhere. Similarly, those who remember the Father and inspire others to remember Him spread spiritual fragrance wherever they go. They remain constantly happy. Seeing such sweet children, the Father feels delighted. His dance of knowledge is especially beautiful before such souls. To the sweetest, long-lost and now-found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the Mother, Father Bapta. Spiritual greetings, Namaste. From the spiritual father to the spiritual children. Essence for dharana practice. Become strong in both knowledge and yoga. Remembrance. If there are no bondages, do not deliberately enter into them. Remain a lifelong celibate. Our fortune is now ascending. The Father has come to remove our sorrows, end the curse, and grant the inheritance. Remain in constant happiness by remembering the Father and the inheritance. Check whether your intellect is wandering anywhere. Blessing. May you be a spiritual server who attains success in service through the powers of accommodation and confrontation. Spiritual servers think of nothing but service. Through thoughts, words, and actions, they remain engaged in service every second and thus become the best. To attain success, they remember that their aim is to accommodate and to face challenges. They absorb their old sanskars and confront Maya rather than members of the divine family. Such children who are not only knowledgeable but also powerful are called true spiritual servers. Slogan: do not make a small matter into a big one. Create a powerful atmosphere. AVX signal: to remain constantly cheerful. Make your nature simple and tolerant. The people of the world are alive but sit on the funeral pyre of hopelessness. Make such souls alive while dead, to the old world, and give them the gift of a new life. Through your fortunate and cheerful face, teach them how to truly live. Let your presence fill them with courage, enthusiasm, and zeal. For this, maintain a simple nature and remain constantly double light, seated in a lotus-like stage.